We're here to play a game today of 7 Days to the Iron Cross, which is a combination of Iron Cross and 7 Days to the River Rhine by Great Escape Games. And I'm the Robe.
And I'm Itinerant Hobbyist. And we're
not modeling for advantage.
Hey, what's up everybody? Turn 1 is complete. Got the Americans making some progress here, so that platoon made it past to the orchard, and they were fired on by the sniper. Nothing happened. Made a mistake. You can only roll 1d10. These guys made it up to here, and I sent the engineer up to here. Not quite on the edge, so he didn't quite make it. So I let them move, and then he could start firing on them. And unfortunately, they'll be able to see him then, but he's going to fire on the minefield to clear an opening. This guy moved up here. He took some fire. He can now spot for the mortar that's back here. These guys really are hidden. So, but they have... Who fired? The machine gun's fired. Oh, he could fire on the machine gun, and I don't even think that does anything too different. That should probably be different too. So I'm already seeing things that you could kind of add to that. That's the cool thing about it. It's a pretty simple game, and you like almost like Blitzkrieg Commander. It's easier than Blitzkrieg Commander, but you could add some things to make it just a little tougher, you know, or a little deeper. I did do a preparatory bombardment. I don't know. Here, let's roll a dice and see how many more they get. They'll get half of this. So they'll get 2 more. So let me put 2 more markers here. That's 2 more bombardments, because in the small scenario they get like 12. So we'll let them do 2 more, and we'll just use them like pre-turn bombardments. I think that's it. Germans are in there, in here, in there, and there, and the Americans have to take the building and the crossroads. They don't even have to take that. It's not even in the thing, which is kind of funny. But anyway, that's it. Well, I'll talk to everybody. Into turn 2, you can see the Americans made a little progress up front. This guy's up to 4 hits, so he takes 1 more morale hit. He's out. And he took 2, so this one's feeling pretty weak here. Turn 3's coming up. And the Americans get the tank. I might hold off on the Germans to see if it helps. I'm just trying to test the scenario out a little bit. They cleared off all their morale. They're good. They haven't taken any hits yet. Now, I should be playing rules as written. I really should do that. But these hits from the mortars should go away. Now, it's interesting. Iron Cross said if you hit it, once you hit, you automatically hit. I'll check if 7 Days says that. I am getting a little confused about the rules. I'm going to have to... I don't know. Anyway, and so there's still a 7 to hit, and there's 6 to hit. So he really should move. And that's that. That's turn 2. We'll talk to you. See ya. Probably something you can read and code here if you're a hacker. All right, everybody. Turn 3 of my live game. So I'm live streaming. There it is. You can see it there. So the Americans are stalled here. They did... lose a unit to fire. The engineer finally did clear out a path here, and they made it across. One of these guys finally fired. The Germans haven't lost anybody yet, actually, and they're not even close to losing anybody. And they got 1 or 2 of them. The tank, Sherman came on and put a couple of things. I'm going to let the Germans bring this on now. I'm not going to have them test anything, and we'll see what happens. And as we say, see ya. Oh boy, boys and girls, that was an eventful turn 4. Now, I did look, and they say 7 turns plus usually a random length. Another 4 plus would mean 1 more turn. So we'll go 7 turns or breakpoints, and that should be enough to do this. It works in it worked in Blitzkrieg and in Crossfire, so it should work here. So wow, quite a deal here. So the Sherman moved up here and hustled up here and laid some waste on the machine gun nest. The big news, this infantry team attacked this tank, was able to penetrate it, and that sounds bad. But anyway, they were able to attack the tank and close assault it. They don't really have close assault in this game. And they got it, and they blew it out of the water. The Americans continued to press the attack and shot at this unit that had shot on them and took them out. So that's 12 points out for the Germans of their 18 that they need. Oh, actually, it's more than that now because the tank came on, so their break point's higher than 18. So yeah, and so obviously the Americans came on the last turn. These guys, is there someone missing? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so did that guy, the American lost a unit, but I think that was the last turn. I just rallied. These guys haven't done much. There was a little firefight back and forth. So this is the first time I reacted properly. I haven't been reacting properly. Like this tank should have reacted. He tried later, it's too late. Like he should have reacted. There's some times when they should be reacting. So he fired on them, but before he could do it, they said, I'm going to fire back. So there was a nice back and forth exchange of fire. So that was kind of cool. This machine gun can't do anything to him. He's too big, but the infantry can because they have like Panzerfausts and whatever. So I think that's it. And there's some things about the game I'm liking again. We'll talk about it after. So we'll talk to you later. Going to bed. See ya. Turn 5 is complete. Americans are making a little bit more progress here. They did get rid of the machine gun now, so I need to see where that puts them as far as points out. The mortar decided to fall back to decrease, and they lost 1 hit. This guy took a couple more hits. Sniper could not react to save his life, but he did save his life, but he didn't react. And these guys, Americans, are actually in the building with those guys, so I'm going to look at there is no close combat. They just use the same rules for firing. I am going to look at the close combat house rules and see what they look like and maybe try those. I'm just kind of winging all kinds of rules together here. So they're slowly moving forward, making progress. Oh, the mortar did put 2 hits on this guy, so he's starting to take hits. And I'm getting a little better at reacting. Like, so basically the guys in the building there were firing back and forth because he was able to react within that shot, so I bet you get my engineer going up here and put some. That's what I need to do. Get that flamethrower into that building. Booyah. See ya. Into turn 6. Progress by the Americans, but Sniper still has not been seen. And he did get some good firing in on the engineer over here. I probably shouldn't have had a second story building, but the Americans got in there because this guy had some markers on him, and he decided to fall back when some squads fired on him, and when he did, he rolled a 5, got rid of all of his morales. He rallied, got a 6, got rid of all of his morales. So it's looking pretty grim for the Germans, but they're good at holding on to a lot of these positions. These Americans really need to run up, and he is against the thing there, so they could fire on him. So it's interesting. It's pretty close. This is pretty close. And I don't want to get the tank too close to these guys because they could rush him and take out the tank. So I need to get my troops up there with him. And yeah, Americans have lost only the 1 stand so far, but you see lots of things here. But I need to get this flamethrower up here to take these guys out. It's going to turn 7, which could be the last turn of the game. And so the Americans are going to have to hustle it up. So let's see what happens. Into turn 7, 4+, the game goes 1 more turn. 4+, game goes 1 more turn, so turn 8. Where do we stand? Americans definitely have the bottom of the building. They tried to close assault. This guy, this is a squad, command squad, failed. You know, if I get rid of that command squad, if I get rid of that command squad, that's 3 command tokens out. This guy does tons of stuff. That's a sniper. Americans got to clear these guys out to win the game. We got to have both of them. Flamethrower came up here. I'm not clear of the flamethrower. Oh, he hits on both hits, I guess, so that's a big deal. Oh, shoot, these needed to go with these guys in here. All right, anyway, so that's where we stand. They could win. They'd have to just... These guys have no hits, so it's pretty unlikely. The tank needs to get up there and just fire away. These guys just need to get up there. I guess I could close assault them. But these guys need help, so all these guys are going to come up here and just keep attacking. So, all right, that's that. We'll see what happens in turn 8. Game over, man. German victory. He's still within whatever inches of that. There's still that commander in there. I had 3 units going in close assault him and using these house rule close assault. Screw that. Nothing happened. Nothing. They screwed. So probably what I should have done. So if you just played normally, they would have gone up there. He would have reacted. He reacted a couple times, fired. So morale's, yeah. And you can see the morale were stacking up. All the guys in the building, they all had morale hits. Morale hits were starting to counteract. Tank couldn't react the third time, or couldn't move a third time to fire on those guys. Those guys took 2 hits, or maybe 3, maybe 4, but they needed to get 6 to get out of the game and win that. So they didn't get either objective. Next time I play this, one, I would pick a set of the rules. I played it 3 ways: a little bit of Iron Cross, a little bit of 7 Days of River Rhine, and a little bit of this house rules that I found. It's fine, and I think that's kind of why I've kind of hesitated on this game a little bit. Is that just a lot of little house rules are needed to kind of add a little bit of oomph to it for my liking. I mean, what's funny is maybe I should save my review for another time. I think I'll do that. I'll make a separate video for a review. Okay, so that's that. It's fun. I did enjoy it. I know there's some little rule things I was getting wrong pertaining to morale and how it affects firing and stuff like that. So I have to take that into account. But it was good. This is probably my most fun Iron Cross game that I played so far. And to a point where I was like, okay, I could see using this for some of the Too Fat Lardy, I Ain't Been Shot Mum games and things like that. So I'm a little tempted. So, all right, we'll talk to you later. See ya. Thanks for watching.